So we took ourselves a break and got the blade changed and went in and got water and cooled off a little bit. Now the sun's kind of getting down a little bit behind the hill, so a little better out here. And I also, after we took the board off, so we flipped this cant on its side. Now we need to cut that into two 5.5-inch cants for making our 2x6s. And then we'll flip it back up on edge for that. So start the mill back up, and just to get our 5.5 is really easy. I do have it programmed in here because I was cutting 5.5s, so that put it to a 5.5 set. I only need to go to the mill height because it is 11 1/8. So that will drop the mill down to the 5.5. And the 5.5 is what is below the blade now. So when I saw the bottom cant will be 5.5, and because we made the top 11 1/8 thick, we'll have two cants that are 5.5. So we'll get her started up. We'll do that cut. Get the water going. That's too much water. But I want a little bit of a dribble down there. That looks pretty good. I don't need that much blade exposed. Move that a little bit. Rev her up. And move her on in. So just like always, I don't want to hit the log too fast. Start real slow and then speed up after I'm in about 1.5 inches. Here we go. Now I can cut. With the new blade, she's gotten a lot faster. We'll check that top height. We're safe. 5.5 is what we got right there. Worked out good. So once I get this cut, then I'll be able to go through it. You can see it opening up here. That's because there's stress in the log. I'm also cutting right through the pit. Not a problem. Boards will have a little bit of a natural wane to them. But we'll get through this, and then I'll roll that again, and we'll show you how simple the Setworks works for going through it boards all the way to the bottom. Let's see, I forgot my bucket again. We cut through this board here. Now I did not program the height on it, so I'll have to raise it up. And we're way over the top now. Reverse. Come on back. Now shut her down, and I'll flip those logs or those beams back over on their sides so I can cut the 2x6s out of them. We were 12 inches at the top. We'll reset that 12 and program them in for max number of boards. It should be 6 boards, but we'll check it again. We'll get back to you. Okay, we've done set those beams up, those cants up on edge. We remembered it was 12 inches, so I'm going to set this to 12 for a height. And then we'll go up and check it. Make sure that we are there at 12. So it just passes over it, which is good. So we had the 12. We're going to do the 1.5 inches. So we'll hit that times button. It says we're going to get 7 boards out of it. So we'll do 7, enter, 11.25. So I've got to waste off about 3/4 of an inch of a board for that. Which, because I flipped up the bottom and I had this wane here, that's going to work out great because it's going to remove most all that wane out of the board. So we'll get her started up. We'll go ahead and push enter because it'll lower down to 11.25. And this will give us perfect 2x6s all the way to the bottom after we waste out that board. We'll get her revved up. Still have the water going. Add a little more to it. Right about there. That looks pretty good. We're going to take off that waste board. Probably notice I'm cutting much faster now that I've got a sharp blade on it. That's sometimes all it takes. Especially if you've had some dirt and some bark. And I'm gonna press the memory here so I can work on down through that. Now, max depth cut on this machine is 11 inches, but I'm not gonna do all 11. There'll be 1.5 inches on it. These 2 boards here, I can just throw down on the rails just to get them out of the way. And I do set log dogs to help control the board. I get through it, there. Slightly up. Pass these boards down. On the way. Mill's coming back. The ease of this is it just pushes buttons. Down to our next board. Says we got 6 left. Start in them easy, and then speed up. Inch-and-a-half board. Inch-and-a-half board. I don't normally have to check them. I will periodically check them to make sure. Usually on the first cut or 2. But not so much thereafter. Now every time I come through this, it'll rise up over the whole stack. Rises right up over them. Stop the machine. Down to the next one. Ease into the boards. Pull these boards out. Get out the other side, just another button push. I got 4 more cuts left and those stamps underneath. I'm not using my bucket. It's what I get for getting in a hurry. Distracted. Up over the top. Looking board coming out of it. Got 3 more cuts left. 3 more boards, 2 more cuts. That means out of that log in 2x6s, I would have got 17 boards. And a couple 1/2 inch, 3/4 inch boards. Comes on back. I haven't taken any boards off. Got 2 more boards after this underneath. We got 1 more cut. I can run a lot faster with a sharp blade. Get that out of there. And the red number showing there is what is under the blade. The green number, of course, is what I'm cutting for thickness, what my next cut will be. Be 1.5 inches under the board. It'll read 1.5 inches here in red. When I push the button, it's going to go down to 1.5 inches and split that. 17/32. Pretty close. I'll measure that board down on the bottom. Close enough for me. It looked like 1.5 inches on my tape. It's only a 30-second off. When I get down to the other end, I can raise it up, bring it all the way back, and we'll have a stack of boards. Go a little faster. Blue button will raise up all the way over the top again. We come back. We're going to park the mill, turn the water off, throttle it down. Bucket got about full, didn't it? We'll take a look at these boards on the inside. That's a pretty nice looking board. Not real furry. Good clean cut. The knots, no wave through the knot. The guy that is building with these will be happy with these. Super. And the set works. Made that whole cut real easy. Hope you enjoyed the video. Be looking forward to you on the next one. Bye.